So, Varun, welcome on Filme Shilmy, and it's so good to be in conversation with you after such a long time. So I'm really glad that this could happen, and congratulations on Chutzpah as well.
Thank you so much, Mrighdeep. It's always so good to chat with you. I think it's so refreshing, and we go back like a very long time, and it's been a while we haven't spoken. And finally, it was like so good to speak to you here.
Yeah,
And I have to meet you in person very soon in London. I have to
definitely,
come. And
definitely.
you
Now,
promised me that you'll be coming to Bombay, but I hope you come very soon and I can show you around and we can chill.
yeah, definitely, that's definitely going to happen for sure. Now, this year has been an experience of many sorts, but for you, I think we've seen you depict comedy through very darker themes like horror in Ruhi, and now you have Chutzpah as well on SonyLIV. Both share the Maddock connection as well as a commonality. So, would you say this exploration of various genres is something which you've always aspired towards as an actor, Varun?
Of course, yes. I think that was a constant effort. Ruhi was again, it's a banging space to be a part of, and how many people in life get a chance to romance with a chudel or to literally fall in love with a ghost? To do that convincingly was the biggest challenge. And with the grace of God, we kind of sailed well, and it got received well, and it did well as one of the first films to kind of venture out in theaters when it got open for a span of time. And we did this collections and people liked it. So we're very happy about it. And even once we talk about Chutzpah, it's like, it's a very different genre altogether. And it's my digital debut as well. And it's Maddock's digital debut. And it's Mrighdeep's digital debut. So a lot of people are debuting with Chutzpah on the digital platform. And we're very happy to be starting off with SonyLIV because it makes such amazing and crazy content. And, they're known for their content. And so it is something different. And it was a constant effort to kind of try out and venture out in a different genre. It has the shades of the laughter and the fun and the frolic and the madness and the gags, but it also sheds light, Anuj, on a very, very different light altogether. It is about the web, it is about the internet, it is everything to do with the digital world. So the hero of the series is also the internet. And we are just the characters who are kind of embarking onto that journey, and the madness that we guys are creating through different stories. So it's about that, and it is very relatable. Yeah, it is very relatable. We know of people who do things that you're going to see in Chutzpah. We are our own selves, are the people that you see in Chutzpah. So it has a lot of relatability factor to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I think what I really like about the series is the fact that the series showcases the power and perils of social media, which is something which we've seen a lot in recent years, for good and for bad. Bad especially jumps out to me first, but yes. So how do you cope, I think, with social media, especially at times when it does get quite toxic?
It gets toxic at times, 120%. It has both sides of it. It's got the positive side. It's the same social media which has helped tons and millions of people during the pandemic to find stuff and to source stuff and to help each other out and to be each other's shoulder. And going through that phase together. And it's also been the platform for the most obnoxious amount of toxicity which is out there. So it offers both the things. I just see it in the light there. I personally feel that it's always वो बचपन से जैसे सिखाते हैं कि हमेशा अच्छाई देखो बुराई को मत देखो. It is easier said than done. It's tough to do that. It's tough to not see something, but it's more tougher to unsee something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? आप देखो ना तो वो तब भी ठीक है, लेकिन देख के उसको भुलाने में ज्यादा वक्त लगता है.
नजरअंदाज करना.
Overcome नजरअंदाज करने में उसको ज्यादा वक्त लगता है. तो it's there, yeah, and that's what the show is also all about. You see it. Our thing is that even if one perception changes after someone watches the show, with the grace of the team's home, man, that's what we've done, because it's not a preachy show. It's not a scary show. It is not something which is like, we are feeding you with something that don't do this or do this and all that. Yeah. We're telling you what the web world is about. We are telling you what what the characters and people around you are doing, or you yourself are doing, but we're also telling you that we don't realize what we're doing right now, but the perspective of it, of how it can affect you in certain manners later down the years, is something that we can probably give you a light on or a shade on right now. So let's not head there, let's not do that, let's rectify certain things if that needs to be done. So it's about all of that.
For sure. Now, I think we also see you pursuing a type of long distance relationship in the series as well. And I think due to the pandemic, it seems like everything has become digitized now. Like, I mean, everything is, over the cyberspace. Do you think that in a way, digital has become a bit of a threat to reality in that sense? Because
I personally feel a little, yes, 100%. I think the physicality is kind of, the touch is lost. The touch, I feel, is kind of lost. We've stopped spending time with one another, and that was the biggest lesson of even during the pandemic. I mean, you're sitting at home, you're spending time with your family, spending time with your friends. Friends again were virtually and all that, but still you were talking. So we stopped spending time with people. We stopped spending that physical touch is missing now. And down the years, my only worry and my only scare is that the touch is absolutely gonna go for a toss. I mean, if you're sitting at home and anything in the world you want to order is coming right at your doorstep and you're not getting out, for me, that thought is scary. I mean, it is scary. I mean, if I'm not, I come from a typical middle class family in Punjab where I used to go and buy vegetables, where I used to go and bargain vegetables, and that was my walk outside. That was my entertainment outside. That was part of my life. Like elders in the house, their friend circle was around this. Their hobby was to go out shopping and to do something and do the basic house errands. And that is also the kind of exercise that they used to do, because they don't go to the gyms. Elders in the house don't go to the gyms. So the walking that used to happen was only to go buy some grocery, go buy some basic errands of the house and do that round of errands for the house. And but now everyone's just sitting at home and everyone's just doing something or the other, sitting at home and all that. So, I mean, it's kind of scary, but I hope people understand it and they don't lose that touch of physicality with one another.
It is scary, but I think on a more final and hopeful note, Varun, this is obviously, I believe, your digital debut as well.
Yes.
As you mentioned, and often in Hindi films, and we've done interviews at length talking about the sort of roles you've played and how you want to kind of step away from that and explore yourself as an actor a lot more as well. So what type of characters and stories do you hope to pursue now that you have forayed onto the digital space, which is pretty much a candy store, I think, for actors in that sense? So what sort of stories do you hope to pursue now?
It is something, I love comedy, Anuj, to be very honest. I genuinely, truly love doing comedies. I love it if I can make someone laugh or if I can make someone smile, because for me, I think it's the biggest blessing to have that, if you can make someone smile or make someone laugh, because we've stopped doing that in reality. We've stopped doing that in our real life. So with the grace of God, if I'm getting a chance to do that through a medium, I think I feel really blessed and touchwood. I'm very thankful to God that I'm getting this opportunity. So that is something I'm not going to leave ever. I love comedy, but at the same time, I want to try out a little bit of different shades here, a little bit of like a darker shades or like grey characters or something of on those lines. So. And of course, there is a huge opportunity of content that is out there, which is kind of being written right now, which is being made right now. Pandemic, being at home, I think writers, it was a blessing for them because they got all the time in the world to sit at home and write and not get distracted by a lot of other things and on multiple things. So I think there's a whole lot of content which is going to flow out now and is going to come out in like biggest of capacity and poof is going to be out there. So yeah, I mean, that's something I want to explore. I want to explore different genres and all that, but keeping comedy at heart and doing that because that's one genre I really, really love doing. So yeah.
Yep, you can take the chucha out of you, but you can't take the you out of chucha. So I think that's one thing that I'll always remember, that whole thing. But I think honestly, Varun, it just genuinely makes me really happy to see you in films, because it feels like one of own, isn't that film, or in that series. So I'm really genuinely happy to see you make your digital debut through Chutzpah. I think it looks like a fabulous series on SonyLIV, and I can't wait to have another catch-up
Please
session
watch
again,
it on
maybe
23rd.
after the.
Yeah. Watch it on 23rd and message me and call me and tell me how you like it, because I'm sure you're gonna like it.
Definitely. Oh, for sure, Varun. But listen, wishing you all the very best, buddy, and hopefully I'll see you super soon in person,
Absolutely,
not over the digital.
120%. Super soon.
Fab. Lovely. Bye, Varun. Take care.